block, Kim.
What up? It's your boy Amin Ra, the Sun Guy. We about to go in here and kill this DJ Daz interview. I've been really excited to talk with her. Has so much I want to lay out about me, about enlightenment, just about this movement that's going on in the world right now, man. I'm really excited to get it out there, man. So let's do it. Let's go in here, man. Turn up.
Hi, it's DJ Daz. Welcome to Touch of Daz. I have Amin Ra in the building today, and we're gonna have a really great time talking about his music, his connection with the Illuminati, and more. So let's get it poppin'. Of course, I have to go ahead and also shout out our cameraman right now. We got also Lieutenant Matt in the building. So
salute to the lieutenant all day.
Yes,
home
yes.
base. Really great collective out there, man. Really great energies over there. We recorded a track over the weekend, which was really dope, called Hands Up, and I'm really excited about that. So, we're just connecting Charlotte artists and getting out there and building a culture here. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now it's definitely time to talk about how you really got these connections that you have.
Dun. Go ahead and say it, Daz. Don't be shy. You can say it. Go ahead and say it.
You're in the Illuminati.
Yes. Let's just put, just put it all out there. Absolutely. So basically, when you learn something about yourself, or you tap into a frequency or a different type of consciousness, there are other people there. Like energies attract like. So once I had my awakening, once I had said that prayer we talked about earlier, it was like, all right, you've learned all this stuff, you know who you are, you have to be this now. So there was one day in particular, I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna be God today. I'm gonna do that. Just like, on some Morgan Freeman, Bruce Almighty type stuff, like really connect with people and see what happens. And when I took that leap of faith, I was absolutely caught. It was this amazing experience. You've seen like The Matrix, and Neo's thing was follow the white rabbit. And that's how he linked up with like Trinity and all those, Morpheus and all those folks. My white rabbit was the all-seeing eye tattoo. I started meeting people with that on, and if somebody has some kind of Egyptian anything on, it just sparked something in my mind. Okay, let's talk to them and see if they know what it means.
Yeah.
And so making those connections and talking to people, that's when I really started to meet folks. It's like, yeah, you are who you think you are. And so, just really through those connections, I have a song actually on there. It's called, on my summer series, it's called Exhibit Ra. And I tell the whole story, about my experience with that, and how I linked up with the Illuminati, and how, that whole connection happened. So, I'm not going to put it all out there now. You just go check it on my website and listen. Right. But it's a really dope, story. It's wild, but yeah, man, we're out here. Like, people are awake. This is point blank period. Like, this is the time now that we've all kind of been waiting for, heaven on earth, and this whole return of a divine being thing it's not just one person. Like we talk, God is omnipresent. It's like everywhere, so it could be anybody. I feel like a lot of people get caught up on, physical appearances. Yeah. But, you see somebody, you never know what that person knows. And once you engage people, on this level, you'd be amazed at how much light, how much love, how much intelligence that people actually have that's just pushed off to the side because of how they look, or, or who you might not be, and once you really understand that people are out here working for good, there's a lot of negative stereotypes about who we are and about this history because people fear what they don't understand.
Right.
So that's why, another reason why I'm out here, I do public speaking. I talk about the system that the Egyptians put together that has inspired everything that we know, like that was our first real major civilization, after we fell as like human beings. Like, so how do we go from being Neanderthals to, quadratic equations, building pyramids, all this beautiful artwork, that you see from that time period? But that just happened. Like, no, like it's just a consciousness. It's about something that came to help accelerate, mankind. And they put so much work into the history and into these pyramids so we could remember now where we came from, and as, the whole slave thing, take a man's mind, you got his body and soul for the rest of eternity. When you take God out of man, what do you have left? An animal, basically, that you can train and turn into a slave. And so much of that has still lasted now. And that time is ended. It's over. It's deaded. We're here. We just need leadership. And so, so it's bigger than music. Music is the way to get the message out, but then we start helping people grow and build what they want to build and make your paradise now and not have to wait, for some other time. So that's what we're here to do.
Okay, so when we were at the set for Charlotte Bound, which is an upcoming movie.
Yes.
Coming out of Charlotte,
Black Forest Films.
Yes,
yeah.
That is a that's going to be a really good thing.
It's
going
gonna
to be starring Nige Hood.
Shout out to Nige Hood, man.
Yes.
Great artist and great friend. Yeah.
Yes, and you also have a part in the movie. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about your role.
Marcus. Yes, I play a character named Marcus, and so if you've seen 8 Mile, I'm kind of like Mekhi Phifer, like the voice of reason, for the artist. I bring him to Charlotte, Nigel's character, and I encourage him to, follow his dream, and he gets involved with some of the wrong people, and we help, him rehabilitate and get back and, take over the city. So it's just a really great story it's not about what people can do for you or what people have, it's about the quality of the people that you're working with. You can have a lower kind of quality studio, but if you have great people who are passionate, who believe in you, you can do everything that these guys in these plush studios can do too. So that's really the undertone of what this film is about.
Exactly. Can't wait for that to come out. I also have a little small part in
that.
Yes,
you do.
I'm the lounge host in a scene,
yes.
doing just what I do in normal life. But yes,
exactly.
It was so much fun shooting that day. But I know before we started, me and you were talking, and you were telling me about how we're going around speaking and everything, but you had told me that you were actually a part of an organization, so... The
nonprofit that I was telling you about?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Playing for Others, so we're working with teenagers to help them get kind of a sense of self and then, how to give up that, because that's what it's really all about. You wake up spiritually, you find out who you are. It's like, okay, yeah, great. Like I'm a god or I'm a goddess, I'm a creator of my reality. What do I do now? And it's just like, okay, well, people are supposed to worship me, I snap my fingers and get whatever I want. And it's like, no, that's not what it's about.
Right.
It's about service. It's about understanding that we're connected to everybody, so you have a responsibility to them. It's not about lying to folks, it's not about manipulation, it's just about being authentic. That's a really big word now in the corporate realm as well. Corporate America is really trying to figure out how to adapt to this new spiritual awakening, and it's just all about being who you are, being transparent, and systems that are built on lies and are built on manipulation will fall, So it's just getting these kids ready to enter into that space and say, okay, I'm a spiritual person, but I'm also about business too.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of everything that's going on at the moment in the world? It's just getting really, really crazy. It's just a lot of, like you just said, like everything that is lies and manipulation will fall.
Absolutely, and that's really what it is. People trying to hold on to old constructs and old beliefs. If people, maybe are in a power situation or benefit from, the way things used to be, things are starting to change, and that's hard. Change is hard for some people, and like I said, there's a lot of fear that comes from the misunderstanding of what this change is about. So that's why it's so important for education. Like that's the key right now. Like have you seen Lucy, the movie Lucy?
No, I want to watch it though.
Check it out. It's really dope. But she has a quote in there. It's about a girl who accesses 100% of her brain.
Right.
And so she's talking to Morgan Freeman. He's like, I don't know if people are going to be ready for this. Like there'll be chaos in the streets. And she said, ignorance breeds chaos, but knowledge creates order. Mm-hmm. And that's what this movement is about. Once people really understand and say, oh, this is a beautiful thing. Like this is a dope transition. So how can I learn more about myself and then be of service to that instead of being ignorant to something that you can't stop? I mean, it's already done. You know, this is our last little transition, and it's good. Like, so some people may not be ready for it, and some people may not choose this. It's an option, and if you make a choice, the same kind of choice that I did, once you get out your own way and awaken that beautiful thing that's within you, like there's no turning back, and I would never I wouldn't want to go back, Yeah.
What is your opinion of people that don't really know about the Illuminati, like, the people that just think they're like devil worshippers and money hungry people, like, what can you say that what you're doing is different than that? Because it's clearly like not even
Absolutely.
listening.
I would just say to them, there's always two sides to every story. You know, so okay, like the popular, thing is you go on YouTube and you watch these, videos about, like Jay-Z or Nicki Minaj and what they had to
I've
do
watched
to get,
those.
to get to where they are. I mean, a lot of that comes just from jealousy and just like, well, I want to be successful too. What do they know that I don't know?
Right.
So, and once you really start to know yourself, you know the light in you, but you also know the darkness in you. You understand that part of us that is kind of like an animal, so we like, and that's really what it's about, like once you really start looking within, like there's a part of our brains is, the stem of our brain. It's like the medulla oblongata, which we share with reptiles. So that's why you get this whole like Lucifer serpent thing. It's about, like that's a part of like how our emotions, how we get emotional sometimes, how we get, jealous, lustful, all of that stuff is from that part of the brain. So a lot of the things we read about in our Bible are metaphors for how this whole thing works. Like your brain is a creator, not just a, processor. So, and when I would just say to them, just, know your history, know the other side of it. I mean, once you know yourself, you have a choice. What part are you going to follow? You going to go to the light, kind of on some Star Wars stuff. You go to the light or to the darkness, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, and it's there for a reason. That darkness is there to show you, you're not about that life. Somebody goes out, like there's a saying, the universe will always meet you where you're at. So, okay, you want to go out, I want to be a thug, I want to be a drug dealer, I want to do all the things that I've seen on TV. Well, what's going to manifest are all the things that come with it. You'll get in jail, right? Get in jail, you'll have all that harassment from the police, like all that stuff, because you're creating it.
And then they have the, like, nerve to complain. Like, they literally will complain of, like, F the police. Like, well, I mean, yes, sometimes they do some messed up things, but you're causing this to yourself.
Exactly. You're bringing it to yourself. So imagine how powerful it is when you change your perspective and say, I'm going to do something positive with this gift. I'm going to put out love, right? Guess what's going to come back? The universe is going to meet you right there. You'll have the team that you need, the support that you need, people who really believe in you and see you for who you are. And then the sky really is the limit. I mean, not even the limit. You can go beyond that, to other galaxies and universes and just enjoy what everything this was supposed to be. Yeah.
Okay, so next, I have to ask you a question. So basically, I have been having things like go missing in my room, but then they will pop back up. And I just think it's so weird. I don't understand what's going on.
Really?
Yes, and I just like, I don't know, because like sometimes, like not recently, but no one ever like can understand the story, and I feel like you can understand the story.
Let's hear it.
But basically, like I just all my life have been able just to like feel things around me, like spirits and things like that, whether they're like good or bad. And so I just sometimes just feel like they're kind of like following me around and things, not like in a bad way, but just like weird, or maybe they're not following me around, and maybe they're just everywhere.
Absolutely.
And I can just like feel them.
You absolutely can, because everything.
It's so weird.
Because you are the source. So from your perspective, and you're the source of everything. You're creating this room right now, all the people in it. Like I am a spirit, right? Like I'm not like a human being. Like people think about spirits as this weird thing that kind of floats in around inside of you and then like floats out when you leave. That's kind of how what we've been taught. But when you really think about it metaphysically, this is all energy. You see the hand, but your mind is shaping everything. My body, this table, this radio station, everything, so it does follow you everywhere. Like just because when we leave, and I go home and you go your way, that doesn't mean I necessarily leave you, because I'm a part of you.
Exactly.
So understand that those things that you're feeling aren't negative. They're here to support you. Right. I'm here to support you. I'm here to teach you and be a reflection of a part of you. Saying that is love, that's everything that's there, and kind of engage you on a different level that normal people might not.
Right. Yeah. So what happened today was last night I came in and I know I put my 49er card and like my keys on my desk. And then when I went to like go to class this afternoon, I could not find them. Like they weren't on the desk. Like I like looked under stuff. Like it was so weird. Like they just weren't there. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to class and I'll just like come back and get in and just like find them.
Right.
And then like later on they were found like before like I was like getting ready to come here, and it was so weird. I'm just like,
wow.
why did they just like pop up like that? But like it's literally kind of been happening lately. But like it's not like a bad energy or anything, because I'm not like ever like scared or anything.
Right.
It's just like weird. Like
right.
why is it messing with me?
Well, it's really cool because it's like, you know, have you ever seen Adjustment Bureau?
No,
like that,
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it? It's a really dope. It just talks about like, you know, like, oh, you lose your keys, you know what I'm saying? That's not by like coincidence, you know, like that's us or whatever. Like it's, you know, how understanding that everything that happens for a reason, and your life film, you know, is already scripted for you. Like the direction that you've put out into the world about what you want to create as DJ Daz, it's already done. So maybe you needed to lose your keys for that set of time in order to meet somebody along your day that you might not have met otherwise if you had just woke up and found them right away.
True, because
right.
I had to print something off, and I had to go around and ask people who had a $40 card with money on it, and it's like really crazy the amount of students that don't have these cards, and we have to like use them for a lot of stuff. So I thought that was really weird that a lot of them didn't even have the cards. But yeah, so I had to like go around like asking people to use it so I can print something off for glass. Mm-hmm. So you're right, I did meet other people.
Exactly. So everything happens in its reason. So that'll help you not get, you know, like stressed or upset about something. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, all right, cool, you know, everything's happening the way it's supposed to be. I can calm down, and then you just enjoy, you know, the journey, you know? Yeah.
All right, so we are definitely at the mark, but it was a really, really good time having you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Dad.
I hope everyone learned something today. And do you have where you can speak to older people? Because I know you say you do work with teenagers, but do you ever do workshops for older people?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a meetup group here in Charlotte called Illuminati Charlotte, and you know you can go on meetup.com and find that. I also have it posted on my website, and you know I do talks, you know, about, you know, the it's called the Kemetic Tree of Life. That's kind of like the landmark that they use to help discuss how you go from one level of awareness to another. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I do stuff, you know, for older, you know, generations, for teenagers, you know, college students, and even a lot of people in the meetup are like, you know, 50, 60, 70 years old. I mean, you never stop searching, you know, we're always connected. So, you know, I'm here in the city and I'm doing that, and I'll absolutely keep you guys posted whenever I have my next.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because I'll put that information out there, and then other people can go and hear about that. So, once again, tell everyone about your social media and where they can find you and things like that.
Absolutely, and I'll just keep it really simple. My website, you know, is the hub for everything. So it's linked to my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, all of that. So my website is www.amen, like a prayer, AMEN, Ra, like you're cheering for your favorite team, and then music.com.
That's a good way to explain that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Like Kim.